Republic of South Africa.
A few moments later.
His Excellency Mr. Jacob Zuma, former President of the Republic.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Newsology, a political channel. I implore you to please join me as we'll be having this great talk. I hope you're having a fantastic day. After all, let us just jump to it without wasting no time. So we know that there was this presidential inauguration there in Namibia. Dr. Ntembo Nandi Ndaitwah, she was appointed to be the president of that country. And you know what was interesting? That country, Namibia, invited all our presidents. All our presidents were invited there. From the days of Mbheki, coming to Jacob Zuma, coming to the current one, which is Cyril Ramaphosa. All our presidents were there just to represent South Africa. And it was a good thing just to see them sitting together after the longest of time. When was the last time you saw Thabo and Jacob Zuma sharing the same seats, right, in the same place? When was the last time you saw President Cyril Ramaphosa sharing the same posture with Jacob Zuma and Thabo as well, all of them together? And they were not alone. Jacob Zuma was traveling with his daughter and his best right-hand man, which is Floyd Nico Shivambu. Floyd and Jacob Zuma, they're like this. But we are not there. I want us to talk about something very different of the nature of the story, because oh wait, Fikile Mbalula was with his president Cyril Ramaphosa and other guys from the ANC as well. The people I didn't see that were with former President Thabo Mbeki. I didn't see who came with him there. But it seems like all the guys were just traveling with their best men. President Cyril Ramaphosa were traveling with his right-hand man, the best man, the SG, the Secretary General. Mr. Fix Everything. Mbalula was also there to commemorate the newly appointed president of Namibia. But now, the merits of this video, the something that I want us, political something that I want us to talk about, is now when they were called there to go and do a handshake, something happened, and you know what I'm talking about. You know very well what I'm talking about. I showed you the video, and as we saw the video, something has happened there. And it made those who love Jacob Zuma to celebrate. Yes, even Africa recognized him. When Jacob Zuma's name was called, people were cheering, people were screaming, people were making noise. Hey, yo, this man is loved. Him. Even African people recognize JZ. And let us go to President Cyril Ramaphosa. When President Cyril Ramaphosa was called, it was like it tended to be like in a ceremony or a funeral service or something whereby everyone needed to keep quiet. There were no cheering, there were no noise, there were no people screaming or even clapping hands. There was just quietness. okay, I don't want to comment about the former President Thabo Mbheki because I didn't see the videos. I tried to scroll to look for his videos. I didn't see any videos there, but I think they are there, maybe on the net. So what was interesting is that when people were cheering for JZ, you see this picture of Max. You see, I think he looks bored. What do you say? He looks very bored. You can see. JZ knows how to embarrass people. Unplanned. It means that a lot of people have ties, or they know Jacob Zuma better than the rest. Maybe they also know President Ramaphosa. Maybe there's something they know about Jacob Zuma that Ramaphosa doesn't have, and they feel that they will need to show appreciation to Jacob Zuma. To what is that? We don't know why those people, a lot of people there, made noise and cheered and clapped hands and screaming when Jacob Zuma's name, and they did that twice. Ramaphosa, they did that none. And thinking about it, I was so annoyed. I love this picture. Do you see it here again? He was so annoyed. But I think the likes of Bugs and the former President Thabo Mbheki and Cyril Ramaphosa, they know Jacob Zuma's influence. That this man, like what Gaten said, Oguchi, Jacob Zuma is the popularist, is the most popular man in South Africa. Maybe we can say Jacob Zuma is the most popular man in Africa. Maybe in the world. Maybe Jacob Zuma can get some clap of hands or some to be cheered. Maybe in America, when he can be called there, or in Russia, because it seems like he's the most recognized and famous man like in our time. I think it's because Jacob Zuma he spent much of his life with being rocked with scandals, and these scandals will hit news internationally and all over the world. You'll find that in Washington DC, in New York, somewhere people are watching news about Jacob Zuma. So Jacob Zuma has become one of the most famous political figure in the world. That is why now his comparison, you'll find it that it is very rare that you'll find anyone to compare him with, unless you take the president maybe of America or the likes of Putin. But he is just there in the ratings. It's just there. And I mean, those who are from the ANC, like former President Thabo Mbheki, Cyril Ramaphosa, Fikile Mbalula, they know him quite well. Remember that there was a time whereby he walked in the conference of the ANC while President Cyril Ramaphosa was delivering a keynote speech address. And because Jacob Zuma was just walking in, then there was disruption and people started to lose it. Let's watch this video to remind you here.
I want to appeal even to those
So that is what we call an influential and the most loved man in the African soil. Whether you like it or you hate it, it is just what is happening. It's a fact. Former President Thabo Mbheki knows. Remember that he went against to contest with Jacob Zuma, when he was looking for his third term. It is what it is reported. The CIC said that he was looking for his third term. And the man was so beaten because of Jacob Zuma's popularity. Then that is when Jacob Zuma rise to be the most loved man in South Africa. So, if you want to be enemy number one, criticize Jacob Zuma or be against Jacob Zuma. People will be against you. Like they will come in defense for him. That's how people, they love him. So for President Thabo Mbheki, you remember how now he was embarrassed. He knows the influence of the man. I'm sure they were seated there but they didn't get anything. Maybe they were very angry. Because they are angry. They don't like his popularism. They don't like it. They hate it. Remember here what happened to Thabo Mbheki? Let me remind you here.
There is no reason for uncertainty or fear in any quarter. Members of the ANC, first and foremost, will develop smooth working relations between government and the ruling party.
Because you've watched all of this, it means that the man is the most loved man of our time. No matter how old is he, no matter which political organization he has opened, it seems like people, they don't care the less. They love the man of Kandla, Jacob Zuma. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can support us. You can leave your comment on the section below, and see you meet on the next video, and I'm out.